Don't move, a man said, close enough that his breath touched her ear. I can't feel my hands, she said, voice shaking, wrists burning where the rope bit deep. Good, he said, almost calm. You shouldn't. She stared at the dirt below her boots, tried to breathe slow, but her chest jumped anyway. The fence pressed into her spine. Wood rough, old, familiar to everyone watching. She knew their shoes, their belts, the way they stood back just far enough to stay clean. Someone laughed once, then stopped. The rope creaked when she shifted. She held still. She learned fast. Pain taught her. Silence taught them. No one met her eyes. The town waited. So did fear. It listened. Hard. The feed store door stayed shut. Men stood in a loose line, hands on hips, hands in pockets, hands doing nothing. She tasted blood and dust. Her name sat heavy in her mouth. She did not say it. Someone said she needed to learn. Someone else nodded. Learn what? She wanted to ask, but the rope answered first. Time stretched thin. Then a woman stepped forward. Older. Apron stained. Hands shiny with grease. She looked too long. Long enough to count breaths. You gonna leave her like that, the woman said. She needs to learn, a man said. She already learned, the woman said. Look at her. Nobody answered her. The fence did. It always did. They knew. This place. The sheriff arrived slow, boots steady, badge dull. He looked at the rope, not her face. She's yours, he said to no one. She your problem, someone asked. She's yours, he said again. She ain't talking, a man said. She don't need to, the sheriff said. His voice was flat. Official. Like reading a rule posted years ago. The woman with grease on her hands did not move away. She watched the sheriff watch the fence. You done? She asked. I said stand back, he said. I said nothing, she said. She stepped closer. The crowd leaned in. Her wrists throbbed. The rope hummed. Wind moved nowhere. Eyes stayed low. Nobody helped her. That was normal. That was law. Here. The woman reached for the rope. I said, the sheriff started. I don't listen to men who hide behind badges, she said. She cut. Metal flashed. The rope fell. It hit dirt hard. The sound landed heavy. The girl gasped when her arms dropped. Pain rushed in late. She bent forward. Hands numb. Burning. The woman caught her elbow. Easy, she said. Don't touch her, a man yelled. You touch her again, I'll bury you, the woman said. You won't, he said. Watch me, she said. No one laughed this time. The fence stood quiet. The town held breath. Boots shifted back. Someone spat. Someone looked away. The sheriff froze. His hand moved. Not fast. Not yet. Fear spoke. First. The woman pulled the girl from the fence. The crowd opened without sound. The girl did not thank her. She could not. Her jaw shook. They walked past the feed store wall, past old posters curling at the edges. The woman smelled like oil and smoke. Where are you taking her? Someone asked. Away, the woman said. You can't, the sheriff said. I already am, she said. The girl finally looked up. Their eyes met. The woman's eyes were tired. Not scared. The girl felt something crack inside. Not relief. Recognition. It felt old. It felt earned. The town watched. No one followed. Boots stayed planted. Silence won. The girl breathed. Slow now. Pain sang. Hope waited. Quiet. Watching. Close. By. The rope lay in the dirt behind them. Cut clean. The sheriff stared at it. His jaw tightened. The woman did not turn around. The girl leaned into her grip. "You all right?" the woman asked. "I don't know," the girl said. "That's fine," the woman said. The sheriff's hand dropped to his belt. Slow. Careful. The badge caught light. He reached for the gun. The town felt it before they saw it. The woman stopped walking. The girl held on. No one spoke. Nobody breathed. Power shifted its weight. The air tightened. Old rules stirred. Old fear woke. The fence waited. So did history. The woman stood. The girl stayed. The gun stayed half drawn. Choice hung there. Alive. Watching. The rope hit dirt. The sound cut sharp. "You touch her again, I'll bury you," the woman said without turning. "You won't," a man said. "Watch me," she said. The sheriff's hand froze. The girl felt the ground sway. The woman pulled her forward. They walked. No one stopped them. No one spoke. Boots stayed planted. Silence followed like a rule. They crossed the street. The girl's hands burned, then went dead again. "Don't cry," the woman said. "I wasn't," the girl said. "Your jaw says different," the woman said. They reached a narrow back room behind a shuttered store. The woman shut the door with her heel. Light fell soft. Dust hung. "Sit," she said. The girl sat. The woman knelt and poured water from a tin cup. She touched the girl's wrists like she knew the shape already. Slow. Careful. The girl flinched. "Easy," the woman said. "It's just skin." "Feels like more," the girl said. "It always does," the woman said. She cleaned rope burns with practiced hands. The girl watched her fingers. Scarred. Steady. "You done this before," the girl said. "Too many times," the woman said. Outside, voices passed. Names. Laughs forced. The girl swallowed. "They did this because of him," she said. "They did this because they could," the woman said. The girl nodded. Her breath hitched. "Say your name," the woman said. The girl hesitated. It felt dangerous. Like giving them another thing to use. "Say it anyway," the woman said. "I won't say mine yet." The girl said her name. The room held it. The woman nodded once. "Your father won't come," the woman said. "He doesn't need to." "His shadow does enough," the girl said. The woman wrapped cloth around raw skin. "Old rulings," she said. "Old letters. Old enemies. They stack up. They wait." The girl closed her eyes. "He told me silence was safety," she said. "Silence is a fence," the woman said. "And fences hurt." A knock came. Slow. Official. The girl stiffened. "Don't move," the woman said. "I can't feel my hands," the girl said. "Good," the woman said. "Means you'll grab wrong." The knock came again. "Sheriff," a voice said. The woman stood. She wiped her hands on her apron. "You staying quiet," she said. The girl nodded. The woman opened the door a crack. "You hiding her?" the sheriff asked. "I'm cleaning blood," the woman said. "That's the same thing," he said. "No," she said. "Blood tells the truth." He looked past her. The girl met his eyes. She didn't look away. The sheriff shifted. "She fall?" he asked. "She was tied," the woman said. "Any proof?" he said. "Her wrists," the woman said. He looked. Looked too long. His face changed. We'll talk later, he said. We're talking now, the woman said. Not here, he said. He left. The door closed. The girl breathed out. The woman returned to her. This won't stop, the girl said. No, the woman said. But it starts. The girl nodded. Pain throbbed. Memory woke. Hands remember, the woman said. They always do. Another knock sounded, softer. Closer. The girl looked at the door. That's him, she said. Maybe, the woman said. Or someone else. The town has a way of sending messages. I don't want to go back, the girl said. You won't, the woman said. Not today. Not like that. What are you? The girl asked. A cook, the woman said. And someone who remembers. The girl swallowed. The door handle moved. Wait, the woman said. Listen. Boots shifted outside. A breath caught. Then a voice softened. It's just me, a man said. The woman didn't open. Say why, she said. Silence answered. That's enough, the woman said. She turned back to the girl. This place feeds on fear, she said. We don't feed it. The girl nodded. Her hands tingled. Pain eased. Hope sat small. Quiet. Waiting. Close. Bye. The knot did not come. The woman smiled once. Barely. Hold on, she said. We ain't done. Yet. The night leaned closer. The room stayed firm. Still. The sheriff stood in the doorway like he owned the air. She fall? He asked. She was tied, the woman said. Any proof? He asked. Her wrists, the woman said. He stepped closer. The girl lifted her hands. Red. Swollen. Quiet evidence. The sheriff looked away first. Accidents happen, he said. So do patterns, the woman said. His jaw tightened. You accusing me? He asked. I'm remembering, she said. The girl stayed seated. Her back straight now. Pain still there but settled. The sheriff paced once. This town don't need trouble, he said. This town runs on it, the woman said. He stopped. Lowered his voice. You know who her father is, he said. I know what his name does, the woman said. The girl spoke before fear could stop her. I didn't choose him, she said. They never do, the woman said. The sheriff rubbed his face. Years ago, he said, another girl claimed the same. The woman's eyes sharpened. She screamed, he asked. No, the woman said. That's how they like it. Silence keeps things clean. The girl felt cold. She saw the fence again. Another one. Older. Cracked. She wasn't the first. She wouldn't be the last if this held. You got no right to keep her, the sheriff said. I got every right to stand, the woman said. She ain't safe, he said. She ain't ever been, the woman said. The sheriff sighed. Pressure sits heavy, he said. On all of us. You wear it different, the woman said. Like a badge. He looked down at it. Dull. Scratched. Old. Names travel fast, he said. Her name already out. It always is, the woman said. The girl closed her eyes. Bloodline guilt pressed in. I'm sorry, she said. For what? The woman asked. For existing, the girl said. The woman shook her head. That's their trick, she said. Make you apologize for breathing. The sheriff stepped back. You planning to run? He asked. No, the woman said. We're going somewhere they can't pretend not to see. Where? He asked. Home, the woman said. Ranch land. Open. Hard to hide. The sheriff frowned. That'll draw them, he said. Good, the woman said. Let them look. He hesitated. Then lowered his voice. They remember you, he said. I remember them too, the woman said. That's worse for them. The sheriff opened the door wider. Wind slipped in. Dust moved. I'll say she left town, he said. Say whatever keeps you sleeping, the woman said. He nodded once. That was all. They walked out together. The girl leaned on the woman's arm. People watched from windows. From behind doors. From memory. No one spoke. The fence waited across the street. Empty now. But not forgotten. The woman didn't look at it. The girl did. Once. Then she looked ahead. You ever been to a ranch? The woman asked. Once, the girl said. I stayed quiet. You won't there, the woman said. You'll learn how to stand. The girl swallowed. I don't know how, she said. You will, the woman said. Fire teaches. So does land. They reached a truck. Old. Dented. Honest. The woman opened the door. Get in, she said. The girl climbed up. Her hands shook less now. The woman started the engine. It coughed. Then caught. As they pulled away, the girl saw the sheriff still standing there. Small now. Watching power leave his reach. The road stretched. Dirt. Ruts. The woman drove steady. The girl watched fences pass. All of them standing. All of them remembering. This wasn't the first time, the woman said. No, the girl said. It won't be the last, the woman said. Not if we move. Where are we going? The girl asked. Somewhere truth burns, the woman said. Somewhere silence don't get fed. The town fell behind them. The fence shrank. But the mark stayed. On skin. On land. On memory. The girl breathed deep. The woman kept driving. The ranch waited. Fire ready. Names buried. And a choice moving forward, still warm, still alive. Fire popped before the girl saw it. The truck stopped. The woman cut the engine. Quiet rushed in. You safe here? The woman asked. No, the girl said. Good, the woman said. Means you'll listen. They stepped down into dirt that held heat from the day. The ranch house sat low and worn. No paint trying to impress. No porch swing asking for rest. Just walls that had stayed. Inside, the woman moved without asking permission from the space. Wood stove. Pan. Knife. Food came together fast. Hunger showed itself only after the door closed. Sit, the woman said. The girl sat. Watched. Fire doesn't ask permission, the woman said. It just takes what it needs. The girl nodded. Her hands tingled when she held the cup. Not pain now. Memory loosening. Eat, the woman said. The girl ate. Chewed slow. The woman watched her posture. Don't fold in, she said. Stand your back even when you sit. Why? The girl asked. Because they look for bend, the woman said. The girl straightened. It felt wrong. Then better. Again, the woman said. Look at me. The girl looked. Don't drop your eyes, the woman said. They don't own them. Night came without asking. Footsteps crossed gravel outside. The woman froze. You hear that? She asked. Yes, the girl said. Good, the woman said. Means you're still alive. Voices came. Low. Men. She here? One asked. She been here, the woman called back. That ain't an answer, a voice said. It's the only one you get, the woman said. The girl's heart pounded. Don't hide, the woman said quietly. Stand where they can see you. The girl stood. Firelight caught her face. The door stayed closed. Boots shifted. Then left. Silence returned. The woman breathed out. That's how it starts, she said. They test. They circle. They wait for you to break. I'm scared, the girl said. Good, the woman said. Fear keeps you awake. Later, the woman burned paper in a barrel. Old letters. Names half gone. Ruling stamped hard. The girl watched flames eat them. What if they come back, she asked. They will, the woman said. What if they take me, the girl said. Then they'll have to see me standing, the woman said. The fire crackled. The night listened. A shot rang out. Dirt jumped near the fence line. Warning. The woman didn't flinch. Badges rust, she said. Guns too. The girl held steady. Her breath slowed. She felt it then. Not safety. Not peace. Something harder. Dignity waking up. The woman looked at her. You feel it? She asked. Yes, the girl said. Hold it, the woman said. They can't take what you don't kneel with. The fence creaked in the dark. Empty. Waiting. The girl didn't look away. She stood. Fire burned low. The ranch held. The night pressed in. And for the first time since the rope fell, the girl believed she might not fall with it again. The voices didn't come back that night, but sleep didn't either. The girl sat at the table until dawn thinned the dark. The woman cleaned pans that were already clean. You ever untie someone? The woman asked without looking. No, the girl said. That's why you still shake, the woman said. Morning came gray and plain. A truck idled at the gate. The sheriff stood there alone. His hat stayed on. You hiding her, he called. I'm feeding her, the woman said. That's the same thing, he said. Not today, she said. He stepped closer. They want an example, he said. She ain't it, the woman said. They say she is, he said. The girl walked out beside the woman. Her hands hung loose now. She didn't hide them. You ever untie someone? The woman asked him. No, he said. That's why you wear that star, the woman said. The sheriff looked at the badge. He touched it like it burned. A shot cracked. Dirt jumped between them. Not his. Not theirs. The sound rolled away. He flinched. Fear showed. He backed up. I'll slow them, he said. You can't, the woman said. I'll try, he said. He left the badge on the fence post and drove off. They moved before the dust settled. Down past the cattle pens. Toward the old well. The ground dipped. The girl followed the woman's steps. Voices came again, farther now. Torches bobbed. The well breathed cool air. They crouched. The woman's face went still. My sister stood here, she said. Tied. Never came back. She screamed, the girl asked. No, the woman said. You scream now, the girl asked. Every night, the woman said. The girl shook. I hate him, she said. Good, the woman said. I still love him, the girl said. That's worse, the woman said. The torches passed. Names were called. Orders barked. Then quiet. They climbed out. The judge stood at the fence line. Alone. This is my daughter, he said. She ain't property, the woman said. She is my blood, he said. That's what got her tied, the woman said. You let them, the girl said. I protected you, he said. No, she said. You hid. He looked small then. The crowd gathered behind him. The woman stepped forward. You want someone, she said. Step closer. No one did. Then leave, she said. Women stepped out from the dark. One spoke. I was 12. Another. I was 15. The fence creaked. The judge said nothing. The sheriff didn't return. The girl walked to the fence. She untied the rope herself. Slow. Clean. The woman handed her a knife. You ready? She asked. For what? The girl said. For never kneeling again, the woman said. The judge turned away. Dawn came without noise. Later, by the fire, the woman asked, You staying? For a while, the girl said. You cooking? The woman asked. I'm learning, the girl said. The fence stood empty. The fire burned low. They tied me once, the girl said. And, the woman asked. They never will again, the girl said. The fire sank into coals, red and steady. The woman watched it like it might speak back. The girl sat across from her, hands wrapped around a chipped mug. You sleep at all? The woman asked. A little, the girl said. Enough, the woman said. That's how it starts. Morning stretched slow. No trucks on the road. No boots at the gate. Just wind moving grass and the low sound of cattle. The girl stepped outside. The fence stood where it always had, posts worn smooth by years of leaning bodies and waiting hands. She touched it once. It didn't bite. It didn't move. She pulled her hand back. That's done, the woman said from behind her. The girl nodded. They worked. Quiet work. Real work. Scraping pans. Feeding stock. Carrying water. The woman corrected her without softness. Don't rush. Don't shrink. Don't apologize. The girl listened. Her shoulders settled into a new place. By noon, her hands stopped shaking when she lifted weight. By afternoon, her breath came even. A truck passed on the far road. Didn't slow. Didn't stop. The girl felt it anyway. The woman saw it in her face. You waiting for them? She asked. I don't know how not to, the girl said. You will, the woman said. Takes time. Takes standing when nothing happens. Near dusk, the sheriff's truck returned. Slower now. He didn't step out right away. Finally, he did. No badge. Just a man. They say it's done, he said. They say a lot, the woman said. He nodded. Looked at the girl. You all right? He asked. I am, she said. He held her eyes. Then looked away. The judge never came back. His house stayed shut. Curtains drawn. Power doesn't like daylight when it loses shape. The town adjusted the way it always did. Quiet. Careful. Watching from behind glass. That night, the girl lay on a narrow bed and stared at the ceiling. The rope came back once, sharp and fast. She breathed through it. Remembered the fire. Remembered the woman's voice. It passed. Outside, the fence creaked with the wind. Empty. Just wood now. Just a line. The girl slept. Days followed. Not easy. Not gentle. But hers. One evening, the woman handed her a fresh apron. You earn this, she said. The girl tied it herself. Her hands were steady. They sat by the fire again. You ever think about leaving? The girl asked. Sometimes, the woman said. Why don't you? Because this place needs witnesses, the woman said. The girl nodded. So do I, she said. The fire burned low. The land stayed quiet. And nothing came to tie her again. The torchlight reached the fence before the man did. The girl felt it on her skin and knew who stood there without looking. His steps were measured. Careful. The kind that expected silence to clear a path. This is my daughter, he said. His voice carried weight. Years of rooms going quiet lived inside it. She ain't property, the woman said. She is my blood, he said. That's what got her tied, the woman said. The girl stepped forward before either of them could stop her. Her legs shook, but she didn't pull back. You shouldn't be here, he said. You didn't think that yesterday, she said. His mouth tightened. I was protecting you, he said. You hid, she said. Protection doesn't use rope. The crowd leaned in. Nobody interrupted. They wanted him to explain himself. This is a family matter, he said. You made it public, the woman said. He looked at her like she was dirt on a boot. You don't understand how power works, he said. I understand silence, the woman said. It's what men use when truth costs too much. The girl felt her chest burn. She held her hands out. Look at them, she said. He didn't. Say it, she said. Say you knew. He looked away. That was enough. You let them, the girl said. I kept you safe, he said. No, she said. You stayed clean. The sheriff stood at the edge of the light. He didn't step in. The judge noticed him then. His voice lowered. This ends tonight, he said. It doesn't, the woman said. It only changes shape. The judge turned back to his daughter. Come home, he said. I don't have one, she said. His face cracked. Just a little. You owe this town, he said. The town owes us, the woman said. The girl nodded. You taught me law, she said. Not justice. The judge opened his mouth. Nothing came out. The torch wavered. The fence creaked behind them. The crowd shifted. They felt it. The weight slipping off him. He stepped back. Power doesn't like being seen this close. We're done here, he said. No one moved. He waited. Still no one moved. The girl held his eyes. Not angry. Clear. He broke first. He turned away. Walked toward the dark where names still worked. The girl watched him go. She didn't call out. She didn't follow. The woman rested a hand on her shoulder. Stay with me, she said. The girl nodded. Her breath came slow now. The crowd closed in again, unsure who they were without him leading. A man cleared his throat. Nobody answered. A woman shifted her weight. The fence stood empty between them. The sheriff finally stepped forward. He looked older without his confidence. It's done, he said. Not yet, the woman said. The girl looked at the rope still hanging loose. She touched it once. It felt lighter. The judge stopped at the edge of the firelight. He didn't turn back. His voice came flat. This town will remember, he said. It already does, the woman said. He walked on. The sound of his boots faded. No one followed him. The girl felt something leave her chest. Not pain. Pressure. She stood taller. The woman smiled without warmth. That's how it goes, she said. They speak once. Then they listen forever. The girl nodded. The fence creaked again. Empty. Waiting. The night settled. And for the first time, the judge's voice didn't own the dark. The woman stepped forward before anyone else could decide what happened next. "You want someone," she said. Her voice didn't rise. It didn't shake. "Step closer." The men nearest the fence shifted their feet. No one moved forward. The girl stood beside her, heart loud, back straight. The woman waited. "Then leave," she said. One man laughed under his breath, but it died fast. Another turned his head away like he'd heard something break. Boots scraped dirt. A few men stepped back, not all at once, not together. Retreat came uneven here. Always had. The fence stayed between them, empty and exposed. A voice came from the dark. I was 12. It was thin, but it held. Everyone turned. A woman stepped into the firelight. Her hands were folded tight. "I didn't scream," she said. "I learned not to." Silence pressed down again, heavier now. Another woman followed. "I was 15. They said it was discipline. They said it was for my own good." The girl felt her throat close. She looked at the woman beside her. The woman nodded once. "Let them speak," her eyes said. A third woman came forward. "My sister never came home," she said. They tied her too. Nobody stopped it. The fence creaked like it remembered. The sheriff stood apart, watching the ground. His face drained of something he'd carried too long. He reached up slowly and pulled the badge from his chest. "I'm done," he said. His voice cracked on the last word. He dropped the badge. It hit the dirt soft, almost gentle. The sound traveled farther than any gunshot. The woman smiled once. Not kind. Just real. "That's how it starts," she said. "Not with shouting. With quitting." The men looked around, unsure who they were meant to listen to now. Power leaked out of the space like heat after a fire dies. The girl took a step toward the fence. Nobody stopped her. The rope hung loose, sun-bleached, ugly. She reached for it and paused. "Look at it," the woman said. "Don't rush." The girl looked. She remembered breath burning, wrists screaming, faces turned away. She pulled the knot slow. It gave easy. Like it wanted to. When the rope fell, nobody cheered. They just watched. The judge stood at the edge of the crowd. Smaller now. His mouth opened once, then closed. He said nothing. The girl didn't look at him. She focused on the fence post. The woman came beside her and placed a knife in her hand. "You ready?" she asked. "For what?" the girl said. "For never kneeling again," the woman said. The girl closed her fingers around the handle. The weight felt right. Not violent. Certain. She turned back to the crowd. "I'm not asking," she said. "I'm done." A few women nodded. Others wiped their faces. The men stood quiet, hands empty. The judge turned away first. He walked into the dark without a word. No one followed. Dawn slid in pale and honest, touching the tops of posts, the edge of the fence, the dirt where the badge lay. The sheriff didn't pick it up. The women stayed. They didn't ask permission. They stood where they were. The girl breathed deep. The air felt different. Not safe. But possible. The woman leaned close. "Remember this," she said. "They only hold power when you wait for it." The girl nodded. The fence stood empty. And for the first time, so did the space between fear and choice. Morning came without ceremony. No bells. No speeches. Just light slipping over the dirt and settling on the fence like it had always been there. The girl sat near the fire and watched the coals breathe. The woman poured coffee into tin cups. "You sleep?" she asked. "Some," the girl said. "Enough," the woman said. "Enough is how it starts." The town stayed quiet. That mattered. No trucks slowed near the road. No boots crossed the gate. The girl stood and stretched. Her wrists still held color. Not broken. Not hidden. She didn't cover them. The woman noticed. Good, she said. Let them remember what they did. They walked toward the fence together. Not because they had to. Because they chose to. The wood stood the same as yesterday. Old. Scarred. Honest. The girl ran her fingers along a post. It didn't feel sharp anymore. Just rough. Just there. History doesn't move, the woman said. People do. The girl nodded. They sat on the ground. The sun warmed their backs. You don't owe him forgiveness, the woman said. I know, the girl said. Do you want it? The woman asked. No, the girl said. I want quiet. The woman smiled. You earned that, she said. A truck passed far off on the main road. The sound rolled through the land and faded. The girl's chest tightened. Then eased. No rope followed the sound. No voices. Just dust settling. She breathed slow. I keep waiting, she said. That's normal, the woman said. Fear likes routine. Later, they worked. Real work. Feeding stock. Carrying water. Fixing a loose hinge. The woman corrected her when needed. Don't rush. Don't apologize. Don't explain. The girl listened. By noon, her hands stopped shaking when she lifted weight. By afternoon, her shoulders stayed back without thinking. The sheriff never came back with a badge. That mattered too. His truck passed once, slower than before. He didn't stop. He didn't wave. The girl watched it go. That's a man learning to live smaller, the woman said. Good, the girl said. At dusk, the judge's house stayed shut. Curtains drawn. No light inside. Power doesn't like daylight after it's seen, the woman said. The girl felt something loosen in her chest. Not joy. Relief. She sat by the fire again. The woman handed her a plate. Eat, she said. You cook like you expect people to stay, the girl said. I do, the woman said. They ate in silence. Not heavy. Rested. The fire popped once. Sparks jumped and died. The fence creaked with the cooling air. The girl didn't flinch. She looked at it. Just wood, she said. Always was, the woman said. It's the people you watch. That night, the girl slept deep. No rope in her dreams. No hands pulling. Just dark that stayed dark. When she woke once, she listened. Nothing came. No footsteps. No whispers. She went back to sleep. Morning returned the same way it left. Quiet. Honest. The girl stepped outside barefoot. The ground felt solid. She stood at the fence again. Not close. Not far. She smiled. Untied, she said. The woman nodded. Keep it that way, she said. The girl looked toward the road. Toward the town. Toward whatever came next. She felt steady. Not fearless. Ready. The fence stood empty. And for the first time, it felt like it always should have. The fire burned low but steady, the kind that didn't need watching anymore. The woman sat on an upturned crate, hands resting on her knees. The girl sat across from her, close enough to feel the heat without leaning in. You staying? The woman asked. For a while, the girl said. The woman nodded. You cooking? She asked. I'm learning, the girl said. Days passed without announcing themselves. Work filled the space where fear used to sit. The girl learned the rhythm of the ranch. Morning feed. Water checks. Fences that needed tightening but not replacing. Don't fight what still stands, the woman said. Fix what's loose. The girl listened. Her hands grew sure. Her steps found their place. The town watched from a distance. Windows. Roads. Pauses that lingered too long. No one crossed the gate. That mattered. Silence can be a threat, but it can also be surrender. The girl felt the difference now. When a truck passed without slowing, she didn't tense. She let it go. One afternoon, the girl stood at the fence again. Not because it pulled her. Because it no longer could. The posts leaned the same way they always had. Wind moved through the wire. She touched the wood once, then stepped back. It didn't own her memory anymore. She did. The woman watched her from the porch. You don't have to keep checking it, she said. I know, the girl said. But I like seeing it empty. The woman smiled. That's how you take something back, she said. You look at it until it stops talking. The sheriff never returned for his badge. Someone said he'd left town. Someone else said he stayed quiet. Both sounded true. The judge's house stayed closed. Power hates witnesses. It shrinks when it's named. The girl didn't ask about him again. She didn't need to. At night, they ate by the fire. Simple food. Honest. The woman corrected her grip on the pan. Again, she said. Slower. The girl adjusted. Better, the woman said. You learn fast. The girl shrugged. I had good reason, she said. The woman met her eyes. So did I, she said. The rope was gone. Cut clean. Burned later in the barrel with old papers and names that didn't matter anymore. The girl watched the smoke rise and disappear. Nothing lasts when it's finally faced. One evening, as the light thinned, the girl spoke without planning to. They tied me once, she said. The woman didn't interrupt. The girl swallowed. She waited for the old feeling. It didn't come. And, the woman said. They never will again, the girl said. The woman nodded, slow. Not proud. Certain. That's the part people miss, she said. Standing isn't loud. It's steady. The girl felt it settle in her bones. Not armor. Balance. The fence stood where it always had. Empty. Just a line in the dirt now. Not a threat. Not a warning. The land didn't care who had power last week. It responded to who stayed. The fire cracked once, then settled. The girl leaned back and watched sparks rise and vanish. She felt tired in a clean way. Earned. Tomorrow would come. Work would wait. Fear might try again. She knew that now. But she also knew how to stand when it did. The woman stood and stretched. Get some sleep, she said. Morning comes whether you're ready or not. The girl smiled. I am, she said. She lay down later and listened to the night. Wind. Distant cattle. Wood cooling. No ropes. No voices. Just quiet that didn't ask anything from her. She slept. When dawn came, the fence still stood. The house still stood. The land still stood. But what mattered most was simpler. She did. The rope was gone. Cut clean. Burned later in the barrel with old papers and names that didn't matter anymore. The girl watched the smoke rise and disappear. Nothing lasts when it's finally faced. One evening, as the light thinned, the girl spoke without planning to. They tied me once, she said. The woman didn't interrupt. The girl swallowed. She waited for the old feeling. It didn't come. And, the woman said. They never will again, the girl said. The woman nodded, slow. Not proud. Certain. That's the part people miss, she said. Standing isn't loud. It's steady. The girl felt it settle in her bones. Not armor. Balance. The fence stood where it always had. Empty. Just a line in the dirt now. Not a threat. Not a warning. The land didn't care who had power last week. It responded to who stayed. The fire cracked once, then settled. The girl leaned back and watched sparks rise and vanish. She felt tired in a clean way. Earned. Tomorrow would come. Work would wait. Fear might try again. She knew that now. But she also knew how to stand when it did. The woman stood and stretched. Get some sleep, she said. Morning comes whether you're ready or not. The girl smiled. I am, she said. She lay down later and listened to the night. Wind. Distant cattle. Wood cooling. No ropes. No voices. Just quiet that didn't ask anything from her. She slept. When dawn came, the fence still stood. The house still stood. The land still stood. But what mattered most was simpler. She did.